The 2014 Rhode Island gubernatorial election took place on November 4, 2014, to elect the Governor of Rhode Island, concurrently with the election of Rhode Island's Class II U.S. Senate seat, as well as other elections to the United States Senate in other states and elections to the United States House of Representatives and various state and local elections. Incumbent Democratic Governor Lincoln Chafee was eligible to run for re-election to a second term but decided to retire. In primary elections held on September 9, 2014, the Democrats nominated Rhode Island Treasurer Gina Raimondo and the Republicans nominated Cranston Mayor Allan Fung. Also on the ballot were Robert J. Healey of the Moderate Party and two independent candidates. Raimondo won the election, becoming the first Democrat to be elected governor since Bruce Sundlun in 1992. Background: in the 2010 gubernatorial election, Republican incumbent Donald Casieri was term-limited and unable to seek a third term in office. The Republicans nominated businessman John Rubital and the Democrats nominated State Treasurer Frank T. Caprio. Also contesting the election were moderate party nominee Ken Block and Lincoln Chafee, who served as a Republican U.S. Senator from 1999 to 2007. After losing a bid for re-election in 2006, Chafee left the Republican Party and became an independent, running for governor as such. After a close three-way race between Chafee, Rubital and Caprio, Chafee won the election with a plurality, taking 36% to Rubital's 34%, Caprio's 23% and Block's 6%. After constant speculation during his term, Chafee officially joined the Democratic Party on May 30, 2013. He had previously indicated that he might run for re-election as an independent or a Democrat. In the face of low approval ratings, polling showing him trailing in both the Democratic primary and the general election, and with weak fundraising, Chafee announced on September 4, 2013 that he would not run for re-election. Chafee thus became just the fourth governor in the history of Rhode Island to decline to seek a second term, after Byron Dimon in 1847, Royal C. Taft in 1889 and William S. Flynn in 1924. Democratic primary, Gina Raimondo and Angel Tavares announced their campaigns in late 2013 and the race initially seemed to be between the more fiscally moderate Raimondo and the more progressive Tavares. However, the entry of Clay Pell into the race complicated things. Unions who had criticized Raimondo for cutting pension benefits and investing in hedge funds during her tenure as treasurer and for fundraising from Wall Street and national lobbyists were split between whether to back Tavares or Pell. A coalition of unions including firefighters, police, supermarket clerks and city employees backed Tavares, whereas the powerful teachers' unions backed Pell, unimpressed with Tavares' support for charter schools. Raimondo drew support from non-union and private sector workers and some private sector unions including iron workers. Pell spent over $3.4 million of his own money and ran a positive campaign, but he was much criticized for his inexperience and lack of ties to Rhode Island. Tavares emphasized his background as the son of poor Dominican immigrants to appeal to Latino and working-class voters. All three candidates agreed not to seek the endorsement of the state Democratic Party. Ultimately, Tavares and Pell took an almost equal share of the vote as progressive Democrats split their vote between the two, allowing Raimondo to win with a plurality. Raimondo won 36 of the state's 39 municipalities. Tavares won Central Falls and Pell won Burrillville and Foster. Candidates equals. Declared, Todd Giroux, contractor and independent candidate for governor in 2010, Clay Pell, former Deputy Assistant Secretary for International and Foreign Language Education in the United States Department of Education, Gina Raimondo, Treasurer of Rhode Island, Angel Tavares, Mayor of Providence. Withdrew, Ernie Armonte, former Auditor General of Rhode Island, Lincoln Chafee, incumbent governor. Declined, Patrick C. Lynch, former Attorney General of Rhode Island, Elizabeth H. Roberts, Lieutenant Governor of Rhode Island, Robert Wiegand, former U.S. Representative. Polling equals, internal poll for the Angel Tavares campaign. Results equals. Republican primary. Candidates equals. Declared, Ken Block, Moderate Party nominee for governor in 2010, Allan Fung, mayor of Cranston. Declined, Scott Avedisian, mayor of Warwick, Brendan Doherty, former superintendent of the Rhode Island State Police and nominee for Rhode Island's 1st Congressional District in 2012, Barry Hinckley, businessman and nominee for the U.S. Senate in 2012, John Rubinstein, former aide to Governor Donald Carcieri and nominee for governor in 2010. Polling equals, internal poll for the Ken Block campaign. Results equals. Other parties. Candidates equals. Declared, Robert J. Healey, perennial candidate, Kate Fletcher, Leon Carrerian. Withdrew, Ken Block, nominee for governor in 2010, James Spooner. Removed from ballot, Thomas Davis, Christopher Reynolds, Anna Winograd Vranka. Declined, Gina Raimondo, Democratic Treasurer of Rhode Island. General election, Union voter dissatisfaction with Raimondo carried over into the general election, with one poll finding they backed Republican nominee Allan Fung over her by 42% to 30%. Moderate Party nominee Robert J. Healey won 22% of the vote, having spent $35.31 to receive 67,707 votes, or $0.0005 for each vote he received. He later joked, "It's amazing what 35 Canadian dollars do. As I've been saying, if we only spent $75, $80, we might have won the race." Predictions equals. Polling equals, internal poll for the Allan Fung campaign. Results equals. Election results. References. External links, Rhode Island gubernatorial election, 2014 at Ballotpedia, campaign contributions at followthemoney.org, official campaign websites, Robert J. Healey for governor, Ken Block for governor, Allan Fung for governor, Todd Giroux for governor, Bob Healey for governor, Clay Pell for governor, Gina Raimondo for governor, Angel Tavares for governor, Kate Fletcher for governor 2014.